Well, hello everyone. It is time for our Abandoning Perfection journal again. The prompts I'm going to try to get to today are to add spine jewelry from something unusual, to use several household items to make tea or coffee stains on the page, to fill a page with scraps too small to keep, to put paint on wax paper or saran wrap and then squash them on the page. Use my favorite color and my favorite metallic paint color to paint. So I'm gonna start with the things that are, well, actually I'm gonna start with the coffee stain because my pages are from magazine paper. I don't think that the coffee stain is going to do it as nicely as to doing it on something that I'm going to tip in or put glue in. So I am going to actually cut this page off just a little bit. There are scissors here. Yeah. I'll get it cut in a second. But I'm going to do my coffee staining on this whiter paper just so that they'll show up more. And then we'll proceed from there. But I have coffee in a little bowl. I have the cap off of laundry soap. I have a bottle cap. I have the innards of a spool from tape. Sorry, it just went away. I have a fork and I have a straw. So we're going to see what we can do with those things and this piece of paper. For my spine jewelry, I'm actually going to use one of the pom-poms that I made. Oh, that's too small to keep. I'll better keep that. When I was testing out the pom-pom maker, and if you're interested in seeing how this was made, I will put a link right up there. I better make myself a note. If I don't write it down, I forget. I'm also going to use, these are wet wipes that I use to clean up something. Okay, so I am going to do something with them. We'll see what happens. I'm going to play with them and use those rather unusual things to make some spine jewelry. I didn't want to use beads. Those are too kind of everyday kind of things, so I didn't want to do that. So as usual, I'm probably going to get busy here and just work Alrighty, well, that is going to take quite a while to dry because there's actual texture from this acrylic paint. Now, this is Reeves acrylic paint. Back. I mean, it's old, and that may be why it's as thick as it is, or it may just be a heavier body paint. I don't remember it being quite that thick in the past. I got a set of like 5 metallic colors in this, and I haven't used it a lot, which I need to use it up. But I love what it did is when I squashed it with the saran wrap, which I had to use cling wrap because I didn't have any saran wrap, but the same thing. It left these mountains of texture. I don't know if you can see it right there. And I want to leave that there and let it get dry. I did take a baby wipe and back this part off a little bit because I sort of like the great await. I kind of liked that saying, so I did sort of leave it, and I did kind of take off some that was on the letters. The purple and copper, I think, went real well with the background color that was on that particular magazine page. So anyways, those 2 prompts, the using of the saran wrap and the favorite color and favorite metallic color, are on page 24. And I'll have to get out my list later and write on it. We're going to see if we can turn this page. I ended up using the back side of my coffee dyed paper. The front side didn't show very much. I'm surprised because that was just out of Jeff's coffee pot, and he drinks his coffee pretty strong. Now, this is not completely dry, but I was happy enough, and I think it'll dry up in the book just fine. I also kind of liked the fact that this little tag up here has that zigzag, and so does that. If I had realized, though, that it wasn't going to show, I might have just put it on a piece of plain white paper. But that is page, let's see here, 53, 54. Okay, but this is 55, that's 55, 56, 57, 58. So that's page 59. That would be page 60. I'm going to put that back in there because now I did fill up a page with my tiny little scraps. And if y'all know me very well, I tend to, those little scraps those little giblets seem to be on my table. And I use them a lot in my little Sunday journal and things like that. I did throw what was left away. I've been saving these for a couple of months to try to make sure I had enough to cover a page. And it just so happened that one of the little scraps I had this butterfly in it, and I really like how it came out. It came out a lot of fun. That is page 51. And then the other thing we had to do was to do our odd journal charm jewelry stuff. And so I did a pom-pom that I had made, and back at the beginning I gave you a link to this pom-pom maker thing that I used, and I realized I probably should do a tutorial actually on this little, I mean, there's lots of tassel tutorials out there. I don't know that anybody makes them any different than I do, but this one was a lot of fun because it's got all these fun colors in it, and that was from my cleanup rag, you know, so that's kind of fun because it was from my cleanup rag. So I like how it was something you're supposed to add spine jewelry from something unusual. So I hope that was unusual enough. So that doesn't really have a page, but it is done. So I am going to run now and accomplish a few other things with my day. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, this little fun exploration in abandoning perfection. And I think I will read you a quote from our creative way, 1001 Ways to Creativity, and see what else I need to do. Your fear of failure can be defeated only by your desire to succeed. I like that. Your fear of failure can be defeated only by your desire to succeed. Okay, guys, go have fun. Make some art. Bye-bye.